What's up, guys? In this video we're going to be checking out the DC Multiverse McFarlane Collector's Edition figure, the Penguin. Let's get into it. In this video we're going to go over three key things: presentation, articulation, and whether or not this figure is something that you should grab or pass on. So up first, presentation. Presentation-wise, right off the rip, I'm loving what I'm seeing here. I like how the McFarlane Collector's Edition box looks with the logo down the side here, DC Multiverse logo here, the Penguin there, up here in the right-hand corner, 12 plus. I love to see the fact that we've got a collector's card inside with a stand to go with it, and then he's got some accessories as well. On the side, we've got the DC Multiverse logo. We've got the McFarlane Collector's Edition stamp, the Penguin, and the DC Classics. And this is number 12. On the back, we have some really neat artwork as Penguin is flying on what appears to be one of his minion birds, and he is firing bullets out of his umbrella at Batman, who is trying to stop him. Very, very cool. On the other side, we have more of the same. Here on the bottom, we've got the barcode, if any of you guys care about that. So far, presentation-wise, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Let's open him up. Alright, now that we have the figure out of the box, we're going to get a nice 360 view of this figure really quick. Loving the way the detail looks just off the first glance. This, to my knowledge, and as far as my opinion goes, if it even matters, is the best looking Penguin figure that McFarlane has released to date. I love the classic look, the colors they went with, beautifully done. The detail is absolutely on point. Before we go any further, let me show you guys the accessories that this guy came with real quick. Okay, up first for the accessories that came with this figure. He came with a black DC peg stand, which is standard with all McFarlane DC Multiverse releases. The difference for the McFarlane Collector's Edition is this DC peg stand comes with a metallic silver stamp for the DC symbol, as opposed to the black one that just blends in with the stand. So that's pretty cool that they gave it a little bit of a different look. Up next, we have some swap out hands, one open hand, and one closed fist. Then we have his famous iconic weapon, his umbrella, that also is a gun that he uses to terrorize Gotham and give Batman one heck of a bad day. But we all know that Batman always is victorious. Up last, but certainly not least, is the very neat McFarlane Collector's Edition card that comes with the really cool DC display stand. Very neat. Here's the back of this card, if you guys would like to pause the video now so you can read the data file on Oswald Cobblepot. This is a really cool piece to include in the McFarlane Collector's Editions, because if you do want to open it, and I do understand that some of you might not want to because you want to maintain the value of the Collector's Edition figures, but if you do want to open it, this is a really cool piece to display on the shelf next to your figure. Now that we are done with the accessories, let's take a closer look at the figure. Now, let's get a closer look at this figure. Loving the detail in the head sculpt. We've got the monocle over the right eye, the iconic long nose. Once again, I love the color palette that they went with. It is definitely a very classic look, paying homage to the way that the figure looked in the days of old. Very, very cool. Nice texture on his coat. The hat is very well done. You can see all the detail in the hair there. Very cool. There's even lots of detail, wrinkles in the fingers and in the hands. This figure was very well designed, very worthy of putting it in a collector's edition box. Now that we've gotten a close look at Oswald Cobblepot, this wraps up the presentation portion of this video, and I would give this figure a 7.5 out of 10 for presentation. Now, let's take a look at the articulation. Before we dive in to the articulation part on this figure, if you guys are enjoying this video so far, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, turn those bell notifications on so you can get notified every time the Comic King 89 channel posts a new video. And if you are thoroughly enjoying the review on this figure, smash that like button and leave a comment down below to let me know if you're excited about this figure or if it's something that you're going to pass on. Doing all these things greatly helps out the channel. Okay, now let's see what kind of articulation this figure has to offer us. Up first, let's see the range of motion in the head. So you can get a full 360, pretty good side-to-side motion. There's not much motion, if any at all, from up to down due to how big his chin is, but that's okay. That's as high as you can get with the shoulder motion on both arms. This figure does have double jointed elbows, single jointed knees, appears to be a ball joint for the ankle, and he does have toe articulation. Wrist movement is okay. The elbows, that's as far as you can get them. There is no articulation in the torso. That's as far as you can get his leg. And there is almost zero articulation in the ankle. As far as articulation goes, I would give this figure a 5.5 out of 10. Here I have set up a fun little fight scene for you guys to look at. We have Batman squaring off against the Penguin. This Batman figure is from the Batman vs. Bane, the Breaking of the Bat 2-pack that came out not too long ago. We do have a video of that up on the channel as well, if you guys would like to go check that out. But this Batman has the very classic colors, and I just thought it looked really good stacking these guys up against each other in this video. Batman's suit has the tears on it. Looks like Penguin has been firing his weapon at him. Very cool scene here. Now let's talk about whether or not you should pick up this figure. If you are a Batman enthusiast like myself, and you love accurate representations of classic, iconic Batman figures, then absolutely yes. This one is a must-have for your Batman collection. I do suggest leaving it sealed due to the fact that it is a McFarlane Collector's Edition and it will gain value over time. But if you are a reviewer like myself, or you just have the urge to open up the figure, at least you will have this really cool McFarlane Collector's Edition card with the display stand to display next to your figure on the shelf. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here with me as we did this review on this figure. Until next time, never stop collecting.